that loyalty is crucial for a business's success. The 80-20 rule, that applies to most things in life, including that 80% of your future revenues will come from 20% of your returning customers. While that may not be new news, the strategies that brands are employing to foster relationship building and loyalty, those are new. In today's increasingly fierce landscape, retailers must work harder and faster to win. Attracting new customers, but not building emotional bonds with them, isn't a good long-term strategy. At Klarna, our team of researchers spent a lot of time studying the shifting trends that we're seeing both in the landscape and demands from shoppers. And what we've realized is that shoppers don't actually want more. They want less. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but it's true. They want less time spent searching for the things they love, less time spent bridging the gap between online and offline offerings, less time worrying about hassles, returns, you name it. Saving shoppers time and providing convenience in every touch point that you have with them goes such a long way to relationship building. A decade ago, brands focused on building loyalty through things like reward programs or point schemes. You know the type. Spend $1 gazillion and we'll give you 2% off on something that you're not even remotely interested in. Like a random hat. I remember when I signed up for my first credit card. I was in my first year at university, and the company was advertising free cash back on all of my purchases. The more I spend, the more I save. And yeah, I was a little bit young and a little bit naive, so I didn't exactly read the fine print. And yeah, I'm guessing you can figure out how that story ended. A high card balance and reward points that I couldn't even really use. They were only available at a gas station. I didn't have a car. And at restaurants. And I was cooking at home to save money. So yeah, not a great customer experience. And honestly, it just left me feeling really dissatisfied. And I haven't done business with that company, who shall remain nameless, since then. So what went wrong? There was a complete lack of personalization, which made those reward points completely irrelevant for me. Although I'm sure they would have been perfect for someone else. Today's shoppers expect personalization every step of the way. I know I do. And based on Klarna's insights, my experience wasn't a unique one. Our research shows that personalization is a key factor to building loyalty. Savvy brands are now forging loyalty by going beyond just a transactional offer and offering an emotional experience. In fact, 3 out of 4 shoppers list the shopping experience as one of the top factors when deciding on whether or not to shop with a retailer again. In short, random offers no longer drive loyalty. Personalization does. This is something that I think ASOS does exceptionally well. When it comes to buying new clothes, they're always my first choice, and I will forever be loyal to them. Why is that? Well, it's because they created an emotional experience for me. That felt really cheesy. Did it look cheesy? But let's dig deeper. What does that really mean? And what can you do, besides random birthday gifts, to build loyalty that'll last a lifetime? Okay, let's crunch some numbers. 55% of shoppers say that just one bad experience with a retailer will put them off from ever returning again. So what does good mean? It turns out, if you ask shoppers, good really just means convenience. In fact, 3 out of 4 shoppers say the speed of the checkout is one of the most important factors when deciding whether or not to shop with you when they're online. So speed definitely matters when it comes to the checkout. Historically, value for money was considered to be the primary driver of loyalty. But even that's changing. If you ask younger shoppers, they value things like a brand's image and how it makes them feel much more than their seasoned counterparts. You can see the trend. Value for money, quality of products, still super important. But brand connection, while low, that's exponentially rising. It's no longer good enough to just deliver. To win, you have to surprise, delight, and repeat. Every time. Let's recap. A convenient shopping experience and a strong brand connection are the building blocks of loyalty. But what happens if you don't? What's really at stake here? Well, it's pretty much a shopper's game at this point. There's not exactly a lack of options that shoppers have when deciding when and where to spend their hard-earned dollars. And if you don't provide the experience, the convenience that they expect, they'll just go to your competitors. Hi, globalization. Sounds easy, right? Treat them good, and they'll come back for more. But this is a fragile relationship. Emotions are fragile. Remember that 55% number from earlier? Half of all your customers won't come back after just one bad experience. These are non-returning customers. They've already decided to take their business elsewhere. Bye-bye. Are you ready for more insights? Good. Here's another one, 29%. That's to say, about a third of shoppers in the United States don't think that shopping is as fun, as exciting as it could be. Now, those numbers may sound a bit scary when you hear them at first, but I think it's a great opportunity. There's a lot of money being left on the table. Retailers that are adapting to shoppers' increasing expectations have already seen the benefit in a big way. Here's another number, 49. Half of all shoppers say that they don't feel that brands truly care about them, that they're only chasing sales. Today's shoppers want more from their brands. They want to do business with brands that they feel genuinely understands them and offers them convenience every step of that way, whether that be more flexible payment options or more personalization in general. There's a phrase for this, ROE, return on experience. So, shoppers want personalization. Got it? Good. Because that's exactly where your competitors are placing their largest bets. The top channels for investment this year are social shopping at 39%, flexible payment options at 34%, brand content also tied at 34%, and a good mobile experience at 33%. Retailers that are implementing these strategies will be tomorrow's most likely winners. So, you face a stark choice: keep up or get left behind. So let's close today's session by thinking about the top 5 things that you can do as a retailer to increase your ROE. Number 1, think about what you really stand for as a brand. Today's shoppers want to see themselves reflected in the companies that they shop with. Number 2, put the fun back in shopping. Shoppers want to have a convenient experience, but they also want to enjoy themselves when they're on your site or in your store. And with a third of shoppers saying that shopping just isn't as fun as it used to be, it's really important to think about that. Number 3, don't just be a line statement on their credit card. Give them more than just a transaction. Give them an emotional experience. Bottom line, dare to dive deeper into what your shoppers actually want. Number 4, make it smooth. What does that mean? Make it flexible, make it fast, make it seamless. Don't make them work too hard to get the things that they love. Saving your shoppers time, especially when it comes to the checkout, is a top 3 factor on if they'll come back or not. And number 5, make it personal, but make it make sense. Don't just bombard your customers with tons of emails and push notifications. Really take time to find the things that they love based on their past behavior, based on their past searches, and find those things for them. So that's all for today. But if you want to learn more, check out Klarna Deep Dive on our Knowledge Hub. There, you'll find more market insights, deep dives, and learn more about different strategies that you can use to keep your business future-proof. And of course, guides on how you can implement Klarna's payment methods and shopping assistant services on your site. I'm Sarah Hardin, and you just watched episode 3 of Klarna Deep Dive. Have a smooth day.